Now we turn to family violence under COVID. As I mentioned earlier in this mini lecture, even though some view family as a haven from the world, this is not always the case. Family violence is defined as emotional, physical, or sexual abuse of one family member by another. According to sociologist Richard Gelles, with an exception of military and the police, the family is, quote, the most violent group in society, unquote. Spousal violence is the most common form of family brutality, and 78% of victims of spousal violence are women. Physical assaults are the most common type of family violence, and is 57% of all family violence incidents. A Statistics Canada report noted that in 2018, there were over 99,000 victims of police-reported intimate partner violence. It's important to keep in mind that violent crimes, though, are underreported, as the General Social Survey notes that only 22% of intimate partner violence is reported. Violence against children is also a serious issue within the family. Since children are dependent on adults or other caretakers and have limited contact with the outside world, the General Social Survey also suspects that violence against children is even more underreported. Gravely, quarantine and individuals isolating at home has exacerbated the issue of violence in the home. And locally as well as globally, there has been an increase in domestic violence. In May, a Vancouver Sun article featuring Angela Marie McDougall, the executive director of Vancouver's Battered Women's Support Services, revealed that calls to their helpline have increased by 400% since March. And the calls made to the Battered Women's Support Services were often not from victims experiencing violence themselves, but from community members and neighbors who were ear witnesses who overheard the incidents. And many experts have stated that community members are important to helping individuals who are experiencing violence, as it is often difficult for victims themselves to reach out for help. A BCIT student, along with a team of computer programmers, computing students, and graduates from BC and Ottawa, are in the process right now of creating a new app called Spring Out in response to this issue. The Spring Out team also collaborate with experts in the health and technology sector, as well as local support groups for survivors of domestic abuse. At the moment, Spring Out is currently working as a website while the app is being created. Users are able to access the application through Slack by providing basic information. When users exit out of Slack, the silent app bot allows users to change the theme of the app to something like cooking, which allows the app to be disguised on their phone, thus allowing a discrete space for individuals to access resources and information under the guise of a different web page. Additionally, in France and Spain, as well as other countries, advocates are trying to address this issue and have implemented a code word system where individuals say a code word to pharmacists who then call for help. Our guest lecturer for this lesson is Dr. Carrie Yodanis, who will be discussing the family under COVID, specifically analyzing the unequal division of labor, domestic violence within the family, and dating under COVID conditions. Dr. Yodanis is an associate professor here at UBC within the Department of Sociology. Professor Yodanis' main research areas include marriage, gender and inequality, sexuality, and knowledge, culture, and power. Some of Dr. Yodanis' research has focused on the institution of marriage, families, and relationships. Dr. Yodanis teaches a variety of classes, including Introduction to Sociology, Sociology of the Family, Gender Relations, and more recently, Sociology of Art and Creativity. Here are some guiding questions to keep in mind as you engage with this lesson. Pre and post-COVID, how can sociology help us uncover why household tasks are gendered? If more couples want an equal division of labor, why does this inequality continue to exist? Is this due to external pressure, like society's gender role expectations, or is it internal pressure, like an individual's perspective of what a good mother and father is? Although that perspective may also be shaped by society. Another guiding question: how does the outsourcing of unpaid domestic work pre- and post-COVID contribute to inequality and marginalization? And lastly, how is violence normalized in our society through things such as films, television, music, or even the legal system? And how has this violence been exacerbated under COVID conditions?